Hey everybody, this is Sunlast Studio and we're officially live. Looks like our cameras are all connected and good to go. Yeah, so it's been a little bit, huh? I'm a little low-key tonight because I feel, to be honest with you, I feel a little bit nauseous. And I'm pretty tired. It's been a very long day, so I don't really expect myself to be terribly talkative or anything like that. Tonight, I will definitely try, but, you know, no guarantees. I do think that I will be having company over tomorrow, and then also again over the weekend. Just some families going to visit, so that's gonna be fun. Easter's coming, so we definitely got some plans going on. Yep, so we're continuing on Tundra's Majesty. Right here, our icy boy, big icy boy. And oh my gosh, Bing Smoko, hello. Go easy on yourself and do whatever you want. I think I'm gonna be good. I think I'll be all right. Man, it's just been a long day today. It kind of started off on the wrong foot, and let me tell you, my daughter's been waking up like before the sun comes up, and it is so early. It's too early to rock and roll, and I gotta stay awake. I mean, I need to anyways because, well, I guess I technically don't have to. Like, my husband wouldn't be upset or anything if I didn't, but like, I do want to stay up so that I can make sure we have dinner when he comes home because he's at his night shift right now, so he's gonna be pretty tired coming home, and I just like to kind of be the support. Hey Robert, hope you get well soon. Definitely take it easy if you're not feeling great tonight. Prospero, weren't you feeling like you were getting a head cold last time? Last time you guys joined in on the stream. I hope you're feeling better. Shoot, I should have asked you. Because I did message you today. Yeah, I hope you're feeling alright. Yeah, I'm just feeling a touch nauseous, and honestly, I would have to say it probably has to do with my own poor eating habits lately. I think it's self-inflicted. Yeah, so don't feel too bad for me. I definitely, like, you know, think that I could be doing a better job at like eating food that actually gives me energy instead of food that makes me feel nauseous. Yeah, I definitely blame myself for that, but yeah, hopefully after tonight's food I start to feel a little bit better. I hope. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be like so bad. Oh hey, I am working on I'm working on something for the chickens because I'm terrified of them going over the wall into neighbor's yard. Oh shoot, I realized I can't actually show this on camera because my phone number is on it. But basically, I'm going to make them little adorable custom little anklets. You'll see when you're here. I want to show you. I'm working on these little anklet bands that have their names and my phone number on them in case they get lost. Hey, yeah, the bug is gone, but still have the cough. Thinking of seeing a doctor to see if I have asthma. I think you do, brother. I think you do because we were both diagnosed when we were younger. And could use an inhaler or something for whenever I get these respiratory things. So I got that inhaler. It actually, like, they first wanted to schedule me out like 2 months or 3 months or something later when I first like tried to get a doctor's appointment for in town at Banner. And yeah, they wouldn't see me for like 3 months. They couldn't get me in for just a simple appointment for like 3 months. So, as it turns out, there is a type of doctor on demand, not like by name doctor on demand, but like there's a kind of like service that's like one of those one of those types of like video sorts of services that they do, like video call doctor service, appointment thing, on my husband's health plan. And so I did actually manage to get seen that day when we figured out how to set that up. And then I was able to get my inhaler prescription that day as well, and which is amazing. It was a miracle. And I haven't really needed to use it in the past like week or two, but COVID whooped my butt. I mean, was bad. So I had that horrible cough for a while, and the only thing that was really like getting me through, like, so I wasn't like coughing every 5 seconds, or I was like, and I still was coughing, but it wasn't as bad. I had to use my albuterol inhaler from that, and I would have to say that's probably the only way I got through that horrible time. The cough was bad, and I think that you should definitely get one too. Just get the albuterol one, and definitely don't take it more than instructed, but it's kind of hard to. It's like two puffs every, not every, but like, spaced between like 4 hours. So you could take up to two puffs, and then you would have to wait another 4 hours if you need to take more. But you would just take that time to see and wait and see if you actually need it, because chances are it will help. Like, I would never really need to use it more than twice a day, even like at the worst of the worst. So definitely, like, don't be afraid to get it if you need it. Like, you probably need it. If I need it, you do. Like, I would say. You know what? You're your own person and everything like that. You would know your own body better than I would. But like, I'm just saying, as a sibling with similar types of issues, Brother Prospero, I do believe, I do declare. Dang, you two have so much in common. Yeah, he's probably really struggling with the cough too. I think that's the one Mom had me trying in high school, but I don't remember it doing anything but making my lungs hurt. Yeah, so like, I remember in high school they had me on that like purple wheel thing, I can't remember what it's called, and then they ended up doing a recall on that stuff because, get this, that stuff, and that was new when I was taking it, like that hadn't been around for a while like albuterol has, but the albuterol is like your standard rescue inhaler, and that stuff is it's safe as long as you use it within the normal dosage. But the stuff that I was using was like kind of practically like experimental, I want to say. It was like a new medicine that they had me taking, and I remember they did a recall on it and they stopped making it because it was causing lung cancer. Like, no joke, it was actually like causing cancer in people who were using it. So that's terrifying. They stopped, that stuff was like giving people lung cancer, and it was horrible. It was like this white powder that would come out and it coated your lungs, and it felt awful. It was kind of suffocating, wasn't it? I just don't think that stuff was good at all. The albuterol is really quite different. It's not like inhaling like a bag of flour. It does kind of give you like this like a reaction though. You kind of like sort of get a little bit shaky after you take it, but that goes away kind of quick. You just want to make sure that so literally the opposite of what it should be doing. Yes, it's bad. And I'm just really like frustrated. Like, I mean, they were giving those away for free at the doctor's, so like of course there's something wrong with it, right? Like, I felt skeptical of this stuff to begin with, but the albuterol is like a miracle. Yeah, taking that, like, it's a legit inhaler. When you take the albuterol, It's legit. It's the real deal. It's the stuff that'll actually help you breathe and open up your airways and cause the inflammation to go down and cause your wheezing to at least kind of calm down. And it strengthens your lungs a little bit too. I had really poor lung strength when they were doing testing. When they were like having me do the little lung test. And I know I still have poor lung strength. I can tell. It's just bad. But, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely helped, and it's helped a ton over the years that I've needed it. There have been years where I haven't needed it, but there have been years where, like, I would need it kind of frequently. So it just depends. Just depends on the situation that you're in. It depends on, like, you know, if you're having really bad allergies, or if you're, you know, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of factors that go into it. If you keep getting sick, like if you have a lot of asthma flare-ups that year, some years I didn't really have any, so I didn't really need it. And then other years I would like actually have a lot of asthma flare-ups and a lot of wheezing, and so I would need it. So, and a lot of those times it was because I would like overwork myself and get way too exhausted and end up like getting kind of sick and then having flare-ups. So yeah, so definitely consider using albuterol. Albuterol's the tried and true, so I would definitely recommend it. I would recommend that, not the weird purple cheese wheel of death, is what it looked like. How am I supposed to tackle this tonight? I think I'm going to put a little bit of, oh, that's almost empty. I think I might actually just toss that when we're done here. Oh my gosh, I'm just so brain dead tonight. Super tired. I've been up since sunup. Yeah, I tried to go back to sleep, I really did, but my daughter was running amok in the house, so that didn't happen. That didn't happen. I don't think I really need a thick brush like this. I think I might just go straight into detail tonight. We'll probably, oh yeah, I feel like nauseous. It's not good. Not good. But I do want to work on this tonight, I really do. Chances are I'll be here until the full time, like 1 a.m., which is usually when I kind of hang up the hat, but you know, things happen, so it's possible as well that I might cut tonight short. It just depends on how I feel throughout the night. I hope you guys are doing well. So here's the dealio. So I guess we'll actually be celebrating like doing our normal Easter festivities instead on Monday. And that is because my husband, he will be off on Monday, and it'll be his first day off in a very long time. And yeah, over the weekend, on Sunday especially, he's not going to have that time off, so we're just going to celebrate on Monday instead for Easter festivities. So like the egg hunt and everything like that. But we'll still, if you guys are still down to coming over, that would be amazing. That would be amazing. None of that will change for us. He will probably be busy once again, but I'll be around. You can count on it. So I think tonight I should like focus in on like trying to do some of the like line kind of sketching. I don't normally like using lines too much, but I think it's really important that I kind of make some swooshy little kind of sketch lines and stuff too, because like everything's a little bit buried into the globular shapes, things like that. Oh man. Sounds good. Yay! Woohoo! That sounds awesome. Well, I hope that Prospero feels better. Definitely get that inhaler. Seriously, don't be afraid to use the albuterol. That stuff's tried and true. It's been around for a very long time. And the only problem with it is that some people will abuse it and use it more than they're supposed to, and that can cause some issues. And I think that people can get kind of addicted to it, but I've never had that problem before, and I doubt that you will have that problem. Especially since truth time, this is kind of embarrassing, but I have been addicted to nasal spray before. So with that in mind, I don't think you really have anything to worry about with that stuff. Good stuff. I feel a little bit shaky. Yeah, but I haven't needed my inhaler for, it's probably been a couple weeks, honestly. But I needed it religiously as soon as I got it because of COVID. Like I said, COVID just whooped my butt. It was terrible. Just caused some respiratory problems like I've never seen before. Honestly, even with the asthma. Even with the asthma, I've never had respiratory problems like I did post-COVID. It was very, very bad. Oh yeah, I feel pretty nauseous. I do want that to go away, but nausea's pretty bad. Pretty mean. Nausea. Okay, we're just gonna kind of throw in some little sketch lines and things like that here. I don't know how much of this you can really see. I'm gonna go ahead and, yeah, okay. I had to look over to see, like, to make sure that you guys can see, because I can't tell because I got the camera strapped to my neck. But it's very, very useful that I can just look over at my computer screen and then that will kind of tell me like what needs adjusting, everything's all good. Very, very helpful. Okay. So we'll go ahead and do that. So, is that Sonic 2 movie out? I haven't even watched the first Sonic movie. How sinful of me. Terrible of me. I never did watch that first Sonic movie. But it looks good. It looks nice. I gotta say, I'm not really the biggest movie buff. Do you guys like to watch movies, and what kinds do you watch? I personally had a hard time getting into movies. My husband does too. We're kind of like the same in that way, in a lot of different ways. But that way in particular, like that's one of those things that it's like such a strange thing that we kind of agree on. I just don't really, like I guess I rarely have the patience for movies. Although I do really like some of these, but I tend not to remember the plots or anything like that. Really bad at remembering movie stuff, to be honest with you. Line this here. I really enjoyed that video game stream. That was really quite fun. Had a good time with that. It was my first ever video game stream. And it did seem like it was pretty well received, even though I kind of like got myself obliterated over and over and over. It was kind of like ridiculous and Kirby. I haven't picked up Kirby since, so I haven't fought Claraline since, so I am exactly where I left off. Owl of the Fog, hello, welcome. I'm a little bit nauseous tonight, so I'm not super duper talkative. Just kind of like overwhelmed from the stuff that we got going on here. And just tired, man. Just a little tired. How are you doing, Owl of the Fog? I hope you are well. I hope that you are well. Tonight's kind of a chill night. I'm really trying to fill the air with my banter. Forgive me if I sound a little repetitive. Just not here tonight. I'm just not quite there. You know what I mean? Just tired and feeling a little sickies. Doing my best. I'm trying to like understand where I put the spikes on this. I guess they'd be further up here. And they would be kind of hidden behind that. Yeah, that would make sense. Owl of the Lost Fog. How you doing? Do you have plans for Easter? I definitely do myself. I'll be seeing my brother and his name over here, Pink Smoko and Prospero. And they'll be coming over and I'll be getting stuff ready for Monday when we'll actually be celebrating Easter for my daughter. Oh boy, she got me up before the sun came up today. Let me tell you, I am kind of exhausted. The sun is back down, and keeping busy, keeping moving. Fame, today was just windy. 15 to 35 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 50 miles per hour. Were you in a tornado? What? I felt like it was going to literally sweep me off my feet. I don't think I've ever seen anything like that around where I am. Not just that, but I couldn't breathe very well in that kind of wind. Not sure why. Probably because that kind of wind, even 20 mile per hour winds will pick up like a whole bunch of debris and stuff. And you can get some pretty bad allergies, and it's going to like mess up your lungs and stuff. Yeah, totally. Well, I think your best way to combat that is probably just to stay indoors if you can, and try to not run too many like air moving things, like, because when you have like the air running, I think that it kind of brings like a lot of the air in and circulates what's outside a lot. And so yeah, you're probably better off like breathing in some sort of stagnant air that comes from indoors rather than stuff that kind of like is brought in from outdoors. So you're probably really gonna struggle to breathe in that. Yeah, it's terrible. I'm sorry to hear about that. Well, holy smokes, like 50 miles per hour. I've never seen anything like that where I live. We don't really like get tornadoes or anything like that here. I mean, they've happened, but very rarely, and they don't really touch down. And if they do, they disappear really fast. And that's like an extremely rare event to happen to begin with. So like those types of winds, I feel like don't really happen. And I keep my eye on the weather a lot. We had a windy day yesterday, and it was 21 miles per hour, which is definitely not even close to that. That's horrible. I'm gonna jump off and get ready for bed. Good to see you, and hope you get some rest. Good night. Well, have a super good night, Big Smoko. Thanks so much for stopping in. I really look forward to seeing you in Prospero over the weekend. It's gonna be really awesome. So we're just gonna kind of do our chillin' thing, so we don't really have to worry too much about the festivities, because it looks like we're gonna be holding off until my husband can make it, and that would be super good. That would be really good. But I really, really look forward to it, and you're super awesome, and Prospero's super awesome, and I hope you guys have a super good night and start to feel better, brother. Get you one of them inhalers, the good kind. Yeah. A bit too late to do that. Oh no, Diamond Lake in Michigan, by the way. Okay, so a bit too late to be indoors. So you were out by the lake, or is that kind of like just where you reside? For me, I am in AZ, I'm in Arizona, so it's like super common for us to see anything like crazy like that. That is quite a lot. Quite a lot to have to deal with. Oh my goodness, those types of winds are probably a little scary, I would imagine. I'd be scared probably, because I've never really experienced that before. So I definitely see myself getting kind of spooked from wind that gets that bad. It is very dry here, I will say that. It's quite dry. Not as dry as it was the other day. Or humidity, I think the humidity was like 2% one of the nights when I was painting, and it was super dry. Everything was just evaporating fast, and it sucked. And I couldn't paint because I couldn't blend colors. And I kind of like gave up. I remember I kind of like stopped the stream early because it just wouldn't cooperate. Things tend not to cooperate so well under those types of conditions, which is kind of frequent here. Gotta love the Arizona weather. Goodness. I'm really excited for this weekend. Tomorrow, also, like tomorrow I have company. My mother-in-law will be visiting, Living Fluff. She will be visiting tomorrow, which will be super nice to see her. And I felt like we had something planned, but for some reason I can't remember what we were going to do. There was something, I thought. Oh, I remember. So my husband, he wants to get some really nice suits because he's going to be doing some cool realtor stuff, and he's gonna need a really nice suit and a really nice get-up. So they're gonna go suit shopping, and we're gonna see him look super snazzy. It's gonna be awesome. I'm really looking forward to that. 3 properties we had to get the maintenance done there. Protecting their identities. I'll use fake names. Coneas, Funs, and Wormfuns and Wormtails. Those are cat fun. Those are fun fake names. So 3 properties you had to go work on in that horrendous weather. That sucks really, really bad. Oh wow. Well, now since you've already been in that weather and like you really can't help it after a certain point, I would recommend like using some antihistamines if you have them or still need them if you're still struggling to breathe, because that usually helps me. That usually helps me pretty well. Just to kind of like get the swelling and stuff in my respiratory system down. Blah, blah. Talking about a lot of weird medical stuff tonight, which I'm sure is super exciting for lots and lots of people. Yeah. Okay, if I could just get this stuff to blend, that would be so nice. It won't blend. It won't do it. Oh yeah, that's what I'm looking for. Mythosaurus Rex. Just gotta let it go for a little bit. Goodness. Oh wow. Twice, but in that kind of wind twice. That's terrifying. It really doesn't take much. Where I live, it doesn't take much to cause a haboob or a massive dust storm. Haboob is like one of those huge dust storm walls that just sweeps across everything. And those things, it's like, sometimes you see them coming and sometimes you're just in them. And it's just massive dust storms. Everything looks like it's Mars. And usually that happens in the summers, in our monsoon seasons. We start to get some pretty crazy wind and weather that kicks up all the dust. And I think that's when the wind gets the worst. I would say we do have pretty bad wind this time of year too, though. Like, this time of year we have wind that, but see, the wind this time of year doesn't usually cause us haboobs, so it's probably not. It's probably wind that's faster than 20 miles per hour. So I'm not really sure what the wind speed has to be to like really cause it around here, or what the conditions have to be. Probably pretty dry, and yeah, because I mean they happen in the summers around here, but those I would have to say are like the worst that I've been in, like the worst winds that I've ever been in. I just had these flashbacks to this time where my brother and I, we went to like this, well, our dad brought us to like this, like I think it was like a walk that was like a fundraiser or an event for breast cancer awareness. Pickle beaks! I do not envy landscapers in your area. I feel bad for them though. Well, to tell you the truth, yeah, the heat is probably what gets to everybody here. My husband, he was a landscaper for a while out here, And let me tell you, he got so tan, like so tan. And he got like really good at it. I don't know how he managed to do it, but like he was probably one of the best workers at his job, and they adored him. They immediately accepted him there. He was very good at it. But yeah, some stuff happened, kind of drama happened where he worked, and something happened that had to do with some job security. And I don't know the people's names, but it's, you know, not like I'm saying them anyways. But basically, he had a pal there who he thought worked very hard and definitely did not deserve to be terminated there. But they basically, in the middle of their shift, terminated him. Like, he lost his job for seemingly no reason. Like, there must have been something or some kind of drama. But it really got to my husband, and he just kind of, you know, he stood up for his buddy, and I think that was good. And so he ended up leaving that place, and they weren't really good to their workers. So I think it was definitely something that needed to happen. But it's good that he's not working there anymore, because he has had endless opportunities everywhere else, and he really does not even need them at all. Like, it's better this way. That's it. It's better this way. Definitely could have been a lot worse. It was pretty terrible too, because he did, like, immediately, he didn't have anything lined up after that, so it was right after we had our baby too, like, it was right after we had her. So it was a little bit of a struggle for a little bit. He was pretty quick to find new work though, and get something else lined up, but it was a little scary, I think, for us. Absolutely scary for me. I remember at that time I was watching somebody's baby. My old boss at the casino that I used to work at, I was watching her baby that she had just had, and in much better news, I finally got Greg's character profile done. Ooh! Nice! You've been working on that part, haven't ya? Greg. I do like that you changed his name from Roman. I thought it was Roman before. That's really awesome. You've been working on that. I just recently got it set up so that I can take commissions using a nice little neat form. And the form is like, well, it's really clean, and it took me a long time to get it all set up. I definitely had it stowed away, like half done for a long time, but now it's completed. Except the only problem with it is that the example art is all super old. So I think that's kind of an issue that I probably should tackle. But, you know, anyways, super good. But I worked on it all last night. I stayed up really late last night and then woke up super early. That's why I'm so tired. I did stay up so late last night. I stayed up, how late did I stay up? I stayed up, I think, until 4 a.m. and then my daughter woke me up before the sun came up, so I think it was before 6 a.m. or just at 6. It was like 6 a.m. when she woke me up today. So the sun was just either just barely coming up or just before it came up. I don't know, but it was dark. And yeah, I tried to go back to sleep and the sun was up and then shenanigans in the house because I've got a 4-year-old who couldn't sleep. So what are you gonna do? Yeah. Oh man, that's why I'm so tired. Gosh, I stayed up late last night. I'm just coming to this realization, I guess, because I've been in kind of daze today. Holy smokes. I already posted his and 3 other character profiles on the server. Ooh, I've got to check that out. I do. I wonder if I have notifications on this phone. I have like multiple phones for different things. This is ridiculous. They're just like only one of them is my phone, but then the other like devices I have are for like different things, and I just get so many notifications for everything. And I wish there was a better way to organize them because I want to see certain notifications, but I don't want to see others. I turn off notifications for a lot of different things, but it kind of sucks because like if you turn on notifications for an app, it just gives you all the notifications for that app. And yeah, I don't know. I gotta get that figured out. It's kind of frustrating. I gotta get on this card and see what's going on. Maybe I can read this right now. But before I do, I need to hydrate my palette because it's starting to get dry already. Alright, let's see what we got going on over here. I do have to stop the palette cam, but I'm sure that's okay since I will be taking a look at Discord anyways. I'm alright. Oh gosh, okay. General. Oh, what? You told us about this too. It was windy today. 15, 35 to 35 mile per hour winds with gusts up to 50 mile per hour. Oh my gosh. Still, I just redo the fertilizer. Oh no, the weed killer. Oh no. Jeez. Oh my gosh. And that sucks too, because like with the wind and the weed killer, that stuff is like so bad for everything. The weed killer's like really, like Roundup and stuff is like really it's super toxic, and it can cause problems like health issues and stuff. So that blowing around is kind of troublesome, right? My gosh. What's this? Me and the boys, when someone posts something, I can't look at all this on the I don't know if this is gonna be not safe for work, so I should probably exit that for a second there. Who knows? Who knows? Because that Discord server is age restricted, so sometimes we share some funnies that are not really kid appropriate. Name: Jin. Sex: male. Conjured: king. So that's like his class. Not alive? Like no? Like deceased. Are they age 23, height 5'2", relative Flig, foster sister. Brief description: dark long hair, fair skin, bloodshot gray eyes. Oh, that's creepy. Often wears a loose t-shirt with cargo pants and steel-toe boots. If being called child, yeah, I don't blame him. Yeah, wow. There's Brick, okay. Is it Grake or is it Grek? Because I do see that accented E in here, and I was wondering that before. Okay. Alpha, Beta, Gamma, Omega, Pi. So cool. Alive, yes. That's normal. Alive, definitely. Yes. Age 2,000 years old. Born in the year 0 in Greece. Oh my gosh, lucky. Lucky 0, right? Interesting. How are they alive then? Oh my gosh. 6 foot. Okay. Like 6 foot flat. Nice. silver-haired individual, red-stained overalls with the black trench coat. I try to picture that. That sounds like an interesting look. Sometimes, oftentimes seems shirtless. Roth, female, Aether, not alive. 1,406 years past in late. Like literally a year before, so they passed away a year before. What? That's so, oh what? That's so weird. Greg's the brother. Okay, got it. Okay, let's check this out. I already posted 3 other. Truth be told, we didn't even bother with the weed killer. Great. Okay, that makes sense. Great. Okay. That makes sense with the accented E. So, okay. So now I know it's break. I kind of like that better. I do. Alright, let's see. White silky dress is formal wear, otherwise wears baggy tan blue jeans with size 2 big lab coat. Oh, that sounds nice. I kind of like that. Unlike a brother, Rob did the research for her conjured. I don't know what that means, but I feel like we'll find out. Alive, yes. So that's Flig. Is alive, female. 5'7", she's tall. Relatives, Jim, adopted brother. Okay, right on. Emerald eyes. Often seen wearing traditional kimono. Nice. That sounds cool. Finally did manage to find lunch. 2017, thanks to Jen. Blake had a somewhat stable job. Ah, conjured caretaker. Wow, this is super well thought out. Arca, aka Leon Noel, has sent us a custom colored Zetterburn. I don't know what that is. That's really cool though. It looks like his new OC, which is super exciting. Their new OC? Gosh, I'm sorry. I'm not sure that Noel goes by they. I think that they do. My bad. If I messed that up, I'm really sorry. Well, you're my friend. Practically my sibling in like brain. Like our minds think so identically. It's very strange. Noel called me ma'am just to get on my nerves. Like I thought that I told Noel before that that I don't like the word or the term ma'am. Like I hate ma'am. Like ma'am. I hate it. I hate it so much. And I thought I told him to never call me ma'am or something. But I guess I never mentioned that in their presence. And I just kind of guessed it, which is kind of funny. Like, how do you just guess something like that, right? It's such a weird, obscure pet peeve for someone to have, I think. With Drake, I think I have a problem with shirtless hot anime men. I blame Kaya and Sephiroth. I was going to say Sephiroth seems kind of like probably like that's the first thing that comes to mind, to be completely honest with you, is Sephiroth. And you know what? I mean, Sephiroth's pretty popular, so you know, whatever you like, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. This is gonna sound so sappy, but I'm so fortunate. My husband is like super, super handsome, like model status, like better, even better. He's so handsome. Better than anything. He's the most handsome thing I've ever laid my eyes on. Like, oh my gosh. So handsome. If you walked around shirtless and stuff, I feel like I would have some problems because it's like, oh my gosh, people stay away from my husband. He's so handsome, oh my gosh. Like, oh my lord. Oh my lord. Oh, that's right, I forgot to start this up. Oh my goodness, I'm like so out of it today. Seriously, so out of it. So it's like bad, guys. I'm trying not to be a train wreck, but here I am. I hope you'll forgive me if I, you know, act a fool over here. I kind of feel like I am. Not kind of. I'm very foolish right now. Maybe stop talking. Not gonna happen. Oh my gosh. Here, we're getting pretty tired here. I'm sorry you had to hear my banter about my husband. I thought maybe you already fell asleep. Getting pretty tired here, so I'm probably going to head off. Have a good stream and hope you feel better soon. Well, thank you so much, brother. I appreciate you tuning in, and I hope that you feel better soon too. I'm sorry that you're not feeling so good as well, and I hope that you can get inhaler for your lung issues, because I will personally say from my own experience that I think it's super worth it, and I think that you'd be doing yourself a service if you completely don't. Because you gotta breathe, right? You gotta treat your lungs good. You gotta make sure that they function properly. I don't know. I get so worried when they just don't work, right? Shouldn't that be concerning? Anyways, thank you so much for being here. Feel better soon, and yeah, I can't wait to see ya on Easter Sunday. It's gonna be nice. Super nice. Super awesome. I downed a whole bunch of coffee. I am queasy. Downing coffee while you're queasy is probably not the best idea ever, but I'm not queasy very often, and so, well, maybe I'm just a little bit sensitive to it, but I think I'll be alright. I don't think I'm gonna, if I did think that I was actually going to upchuck, I don't think I'd be struggling. But I think I can tough it out tonight. I just feel kind of busy. A little bit. I'm gonna head off for the night and maybe look at pictures of shirtless male characters from Genshin Impact. There you go. I'm not ashamed to admit it. Yes. Do your thing. I'll let the fog have a super duper good night. I hope that you enjoy your shirtless pics there. That sounds like a mighty good time. If I could just oh my god, the canvas is nothing works because I need to spritz it. I am quite I'm really, really trying pretty hard, but I'm just not all here, man. And I keep forgetting that I really didn't sleep. I suppose I need to forgive myself a little bit for that, especially knowing that I just didn't really sleep. Just realizing that was kind of an epiphany. I mean, I slept 2 hours. 2 hours? 46 is 2 hours. Of course I'm tired. quite normal. It's questionable that I'm actually streaming tonight. I was thinking about, like, you know, taking it easy. I'm not feeling super good. But I gotta get this done. I'm so, like, I'm so determined, I guess is the word. I just gotta get this done. Like, I don't really have any excuses. I can't not get it done. You know, I was looking on Macari, and I was just curious to see, like, I wanted to see if I could find, like a good quality, like a really high quality print for making art print, like a printer there for making art prints at home, like good ones. So right now I use an inkjet, and the inkjet's nothing special, but it can print in, I think, like 300 dpi, so it's not terrible. That's actually considered professional quality, so you can get down to really mighty fine detail on it when you use the right settings. And it's a Pixma, and it's $490, and it's Canon brand. And that's the one that I had used for many, many years. I've used it, I would say, like, for 7 years now. Maybe 6 years. I'm losing track of time. Let me think. Let me backtrack a little bit. Probably 6 years, because it would be like right before I moved to this house. That's how I'm remembering it. So it was probably like 6 years ago that I got that thing, and I've used that thing for all of that time, and I've used that thing for all of my thousands and thousands of keychains, and yeah, I mean, I've used it so much, and it's been through a lot. It's been through a lot. It's not the best printer in the world, but oh my gosh, I've gotten my use out of it. I've gotten a lot of use out of it, but I really would like to get, like, a nice, good quality printer for, like, doing my own art prints. And it's like, I do my own stickers and stuff. I do my own stuff that I can cast in resin. But, like, as far as the art prints go, I can't, like, put out, like, a nice laser printed, high quality, I don't know, 600 PPI, or DPI, print with that thing. It's not really, it's an inkjet, and it's not really going to be able to make, like, nice high quality glossy prints where the ink stays on the gloss, because it's inkjet. It's like, if you print onto nice glossy paper, that's fine and dandy, you can do it and it can look okay, but, like, the second something wet touches it, it smudges bad. And I would like to have a really nice high quality printer for high quality prints. I digress. I'm looking around for some, like, good prices. I can't afford it right now, but, you know, just gotta check. I'm curious to see what's out there and for what kind of prices and what might be out there secondhand. But the first thing that I noticed when I went to go look for those was actual prints that people are selling on Macari. And so that didn't really raise any concern in of itself. Like that just sounds like, you know, okay, cool. People are doing Macari prints, like prints on Macari. Super nice and awesome. But, like, I noticed something with the prints, like, people are selling prints. They're A lot of people are selling like prints of artwork, and that sounds really mean, like I'm judging people's artwork, and I'll tell you right now, I'm not. But I am judging people for being extremely lazy, because it's not artwork that people are selling. No, 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 no. People are taking photographs and running them through AI filters to make it look like painting. AKA Google, what is it called again? Google Deep Dream. They have these filters that are AI filters that you can run a photograph through, and it uses AI to make it into a painting. Like it looks like a painting, but there are a lot of clues that you can pick up, and because it follows a specific algorithm to create that painting, you can kind of pick it up. At least the trained eye can kind of pick it up. Because I played with those filters, I played with them for a long time, for years and years. I just really enjoyed it, just kind of as a pastime to see what my photos would look like as these AI paintings. I really enjoyed the features. But one of my biggest pet peeves was that as soon as that kind of thing like became a thing, like it was released, and people were using it, publicly using it, like it was just something that anyone can do without paying a dime. I noticed that a lot of places were selling fake artwork and just like images or pictures that they ran through those types of filters. And it's frustrating, and it kind of is insulting to people who do spend their time painting. Because people like me will spend like, I don't know, 80 hours on a painting, right? But someone will take a photograph or some kind of like, Photoshop image that is just thrown together and then run it through that type of filter. And it's just like, it's kind of insulting. And then they go to sell that and then sell it as a painting or sell it as a painting print when it absolutely isn't. And that's like a huge pet peeve of mine. It's really frustrating that that's a thing that's like still happening and it's common. Like I can't be the only one who's super peeved by that. Like really, I don't know. I'm just like, it's so frustrating. That's all. It's so frustrating. Especially when just people really, really work hard on their artwork, and it's like that kind of thing is just, it's insulting to others. So you think that you can replicate that just by throwing it into like an AI and then like take all of the credit for it? Like, what kind of person does that? Just gotta know. Just want to talk. Just say it. Especially when you run into these types of challenges, and it's like, instead of learning and painting and like trying to get a certain look and make it look like the way that you want, but fumbling along the way, you don't get any of that experience. It's just not there. And it's just really frustrating when people think that they can just pass off some AI generated painting. There goes my camera, obliterated. Camera hath been obliterated. I'll probably turn in a little bit early tonight, but we'll just see. I'm probably going to see at 12, and then we'll find out. I do need to run a little bit of a break, a small ad break while I reconnect the camera. It'll just take about a couple minutes. All right, guys, I'll be right back. Okay, for some reason the going live thing didn't kind of it didn't go back to its normal scene. Gosh, I'm tired. It's ridiculous how tired I am and how slow my brain is working tonight. I just wanna, work on this painting a little bit and I guess kind of zone out. So I suppose it doesn't really matter all too much. I'm just not all here mentally. It's kind of crazy. I feel like I should be adding some more like spikes that come out this direction. Maybe like something that looks like that, or like kind of fans out. Yes, that's what I should do. Epiphany time, but I do need to kind of wet the canvas a little bit. Wow. The paint is so clumpy tonight. Maybe I should just kind of rub it in a little bit if I can. Sometimes that blends it just enough to make the canvas actually workable. Seems like I'm finger painting, and yeah, I kind of am. You can call me out on it, but it does kind of smooth the canvas a bit to make it a little bit more workable. So I do like that quite a bit. I should definitely be using a different brush for this though. Let's use this little short stout thing. Nice, probably workable brush. Canvas is not liking me tonight. No, it is not. And it's our paints too. The paints are just lumping. It's pretty poor. I don't know. no fun. Yeah, so I'm probably gonna hang up the hat in, I wanna say about 45 minutes or so. Nothing too crazy. It's going to be a bit of a chill night. Really doing my best to like, I don't know, just keep my brain moving. It so desperately wants to shut off. This paint is like either too thin or trying to clump. So I'm just going to use this brush to kind of sketch out these lines over here. And then we're going to try to get some other lines going. Canvas is kind of muddied up a little bit, just because I fought it for so long that it just kind of got a little bit muddy, so it's a little harder to work with now. That's my own fault. That's alright though, at least I can use this to kind of map out where I want these keel spikes to go. But yeah, it's definitely not workable. I did that to my own self. I really did. It's my own fault. Maybe I can just kind of like blend some dark colors in there. Perhaps. Smooth that a little bit. Really smooth by pushing it deep into the grooves of the canvas. Just kind of making it a little bit muddy. Live and Fluff, hello! Hi and welcome. I get to see you tomorrow. Are you excited? Gonna be doing the shopping and stuff. Because Keto wanted to get some nice suits and things like that. And we're all excited. Yay! Exactly. Exciting stuff. Yep, I'm a little bit low-key tonight, so I'm pretty tired personally. So I'm probably going to be hanging up the hat like kind of soonish. I would say probably in about like 40 minutes or so. So nothing too crazy, like not right away or anything like that, but no, probably end stream early, a little bit early tonight, as I am a little bit sleepy. And Bundle will be coming home. Probably about 2, I want to say. And that'll be nice, but, you know, I want to make sure that I can either get food ready for him or eat with him, like, or both, like, that's it. And I'm just tired. Little girl, she got us up really early today. Very early today. Very early. And she started causing her shenanigans, like, as the sun came up, before the sun came up. So I'm a bit tired. especially since I stayed up last night. I did. Stayed up last night getting something together. I fixed up something that I've been working on. Fixed up something I've been working on, which is my little commissions form for when I take commissions. And then that'll be a thing. If I can get commissions, that'll keep me up for sure. That'll be a thing that'll keep me up. But yeah, it's been a while since I've done any commission artwork, but I just kind of want to do that to pick up a little bit of extra work. I think it would be really good for me to do that because I'm trying to earn a little extra money because my bank account is running dry. Dry. So dry. So I think it would be good. It would be cool if I can do that. Gosh, all of the weather is like, everything is so dry, so like the canvas is so scratchy and dry right now, like everything. I've been using this all night and everything's still super dry. It's either too dry or too wet. It's totally unworkable tonight. It's craziness. I'm trying. Truthfully. I am trying. Oh my gosh. This canvas just doesn't want to work with me. I've like gone back and forth with the way that the horns look over and over and over because I just can't seem to get it right. Oh wow. I'm just not in it tonight, I guess. Just kinda not quite there mentally, not ready. Feeling a little nauseous tonight. Be good if I can go in. Oh, I'm kind of thinking maybe I should like, I see something that maybe I should work on before I go and like do the same thing that I did like 20 times over. Let's try something like a little bit different. Okay, so we have like our sharper lines kind of going in here. And maybe I can get like a nice deep groove. Something like that, perhaps, for chance. And then I can go over that a little bit with some white to smooth that out. That'll end up making it a little bit better. So you aren't feeling well, it's okay to end early. You need rest. Well, thank you. I appreciate you very much. I'm definitely not on my game tonight. I'm just not quite I'm not quite myself right now. I guess I'm just really tired and kind of lazy and it's really probably needing to kind of take a little bit easier. Perhaps. I don't really like doing that, but I just have those days. Have those days like everybody has those days. Yeah. Oh my gosh, those chickens. The chickens are even bigger. They're bigger every day, I swear. And so I'm kind of working on something right now for them as well. In my workshop actually, because I'm worried about them jumping the brick wall and making it into neighbors' yards, which would be pretty devastating, right? So I'm working on little ankle bands for them, like little anklets. And the little anklets will have their names and my phone number on them, so if they do have to get lost, which hopefully, like, God forbid that ever happens, there'll at least be a little bit of a fail-safe, just in case, if people are willing to help out a person who lost their chicken, like, you know what I mean? Like losing a dog, but you lose your chicken, right? Those beads are getting so big, but they're starting to smell a little bit, too. Like, they're starting to get kind of stinky. I call them my little stinky butts sometimes, you know? Stinky little chickens. I love them. I love them very much, and they're my stinky little girls. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you. The little anklets are super cute. I have like a little flower design on each one of them. So they each get like their own colored flower design. But because my phone number is on them, I can't really show them on camera. But like, they're super duper cute. So Dots is a pink flower, Coco's is an orange flower, and Nestor's is a blue flower. And they're adorable. Yeah, so I got started on them tonight for those so that I can attach them. And I'm making a whole bunch of extras just in case something happens to them. But from what I've noticed, you can make anklets with zip ties on their little feet. Of course, you don't want to zip it like super tight or anything like that. You just kind of want to zip it a little bit like loose and then cut off the loose end. But I'm going to make it so that these little buttons that I'm making, like these little designs that I'm cutting out that have my phone number and their names on them, they'll be like, have like the nice domed gloss finish, like the things that I like to make. But I want to take those and I want to get them on the bands, the ankle bands, with resin, with like casting resin, so that they're really on there. And then I'm going to fasten them to their little chicken legs. That way, they'll be on there and they'll be able to grow with them and everything like that. I'll give them room and stuff. And if need be, we can always cut them off and then put a new one on if anything happens, because I will be working on some extras just in case. But then they'll all be like, you know, they'll all have their names on them and then my phone number just in case something happens. Because you never know, especially with like, you know, roaming in the yard and stuff like that. They like to jump, and they jump so high. Like they're pretty athletic little chickies. Yeah, they're small, but man, they can jump really high, and I have no doubt that if they really tried, they could jump out of the yard like now, which is concerning. So I think I'm going to probably have to put their little flight feathers so they can't jump as high, and I think that will really help with that. That way we don't struggle as much, but just in case, you know, just in case. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I should add like little teeth in there. Super small, itty bitty, tiny little teeth. So small. So itty bitty. I don't know if it's a good idea though. Just this is pretty neat. I don't really like the teeth over here. Perhaps. I might have to retry some of that. But that's okay. I'm just gonna kind of go over some of this. Then that should be alright. There we go. Very good. Yeah. Little teeth in there. Look at that. A little bit of a toothy grin. Not sure how I feel about it, but I guess as time goes on, I'll be able to just kind of look at it and think about it. Get some more fun. Got a bit of a bite. A little scary, huh? That wasn't too bad. Maybe I can go over those teeth a little bit more, but besides that, it wasn't too bad. The canvas is a little like crusty feeling tonight. It's just the humidity. It's just not. It's just a very dry day again. We've been having a lot of those. Really dry, humid days. I used the mister. It doesn't really work all that well. It's not the perfect solution. It makes it manageable for a while. But oh my gosh. Gosh, I really am pretty tired tonight. Not very talkative. Not very loud like I usually am. Yes, I am normally a loud person. Sometimes. I think so anyways. I like really being able to get there and get into the detail on this thing. It's kind of nice. feel like it will really speed up the process too. There we go. Icy boy. How are you liking the gaming stream? Oh, that was so much fun. Thanks for asking. That was a really, really fun stream. So I only did it that one time. I haven't really had a moment to. I mean, I guess I could have last night, but then I wouldn't have gotten my little commission form done. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it a lot when I did do that stream. It was really fun. It was very chill, like it was super relaxing. I had a really good time because I got to just sit my butt down and play video games for once. And it was just really cool to be able to do that. I just got to have a taste of what most of the streamers on the Twitch platform do. A lot of people here play video games. And you know what? Even the art streamers play a lot of video games. And it's just like weird to me that, you know, I'm just now doing it, but I think it's really awesome. I got to try out the capture card and everything like that. And it's way simpler than I thought it would be. And oh my gosh, that capture card, I cannot rave about it enough. $100 capture card, but for only $20. So that's what it was. It's the GAM Live. It's a really nice capture card. It's not like the most high end that there is out there, but gosh, that's excessive, right? Like I don't need the most high end thing. It's just I managed to get a really good deal. And I was just really happy that I did. So you know me, I'm like, you know, the type of person that's super frugal, like to a fault. And but dude, like I got such a good deal. Like why wouldn't you? You know? It ended up being really cool. It ended up being a really cool thing because man, I thought capture cards were going to be so much more complicated. I didn't realize that all it really is you just it's just this cool little thing. I'll show you what it is. Hold on. I've got this monitor over here set up, and it's like basically this input output. I don't know if you can really see that all too well. It's like this input output thing that's basically an HDMI, like you get an HDMI input going on it, and you basically set it up so that the Switch or whatever gaming console you have inputs directly to that capture card instead of to the monitor. And then there's an output, so you need another HDMI port that goes out of it and into a monitor. And it's like super lightning fast, so you don't even get any latency on it or anything. You don't even know it's there. It's so cool. And then you just plug this little USB thing in your computer. And yeah, my setup is real basic. I just have this monitor here. I literally just sit my butt down in front of the monitor with my chair there and just play right next to my computer. So I'm next to all my controls. And I get to play on my Switch the whole time instead of having to do like anything on my computer. Like my computer's only running OBS and all the stuff it normally runs, but even less. My computer, the load on my computer is less during the gaming streams because all of that heavy rendering is happening on the console itself, whereas like while I'm actually streaming painting, I've got a video input that's being encoded by my computer over there, and it's being picked up by a server that I have so that I can like connect wirelessly. And I have two inputs, so two video inputs that are going in because I've got my little palette cam over here, and then all of the cool little theme changers and all the sources and everything like that is very, very heavy on my computer. But the game stream is real clean and simple. Yeah, it's hardware. Oh yeah, I thought it was some kind of streaming service. Yes, it's hardware. Yeah, the capture card is hardware. So basically, yeah, it's just this little thing that I connect my Switch to, which is, you know, my gaming console that I already have. So I didn't have to really do anything extra. I literally just got this cool little piece of hardware that it's really great. I like it a lot. It's really cool that I got to try that out and do that. That I'll be able to add that to my little streaming thing that I got going on. It's pretty fun. I do want this to kind of overlap over here. Yeah, here we go. Got to be a little bit darker there. It's really nice that I can get up like nice and close and stuff like I could before with my first painting. My first ever painting. Live stream painting anyways. But I really just couldn't do that with the way that I had it set up before. Yeah. I had it set up with the tripod before, but since I can get up nice and close, I feel like I can actually do some detail work. It's really fun. Do some detail work. What time is it? About like 15 minutes or so. Oh, totally, I can imagine it so much better now. Yeah, oh, so much better. Yeah, it's a lot easier. Oh, I can imagine it is so much easier. Oh my gosh. I'm not even wearing my glasses tonight. I just, you know, you know me. I've got that little thing missing on it, and like, I've just been kind of like, for a little bit, just going blind for a while. Except when I need it, I put it on, but you know, sometimes I kind of like not seeing if I have the luxury to just like not have to worry too much about it. I guess it really does make me look a little bit closer. Like tonight, it makes me kind of get up a little bit closer than I think I normally would. I'm also less of a spaz tonight, so I'm not rocking around like a crazy person too. Like, I'm holding still a little bit more. I was a little bit shaky earlier. I was hungry. I ate some nachos and salsa to fill my tummy before going live, which was nice. I enjoyed the nachos and the salsa. Yeah, it is a lot easier to work around and not have to like use a tripod, but to like work in the space that the tripod would be sitting, because I can get up real close. Yeah. I don't mind too much doing art without glasses, which sounds super like, it sounds like super awful. It's really not too bad, because usually I put my face up really close to whatever I'm doing anyways. It doesn't make too much of a difference. Maybe I can get this to connect to that. Yeah, probably. It's probably what I should have been doing all along. Probably. I do need a little bit of a dark color though. Get some violet in here. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that the chat's not like super poppin' tonight, because I don't think I can really handle it. I'm like so beat, just pretty tired, and it's kind of nice. Just kind of a chill time, you know. You know what I'm saying? Definitely having a good night tonight. I was worried it was gonna be too much for me to handle. I am pretty good about tonight then. That's kind of what I wanted. I just wanted something nice and chill, because I can't really handle a whole lot right now. Mentally, very drained. I feel like I'll say the wrong things, like, you know, easily tonight. Like, say stupid stuff. Sometimes I just feel prone to saying things that can be interpreted wrong, you know what I mean? Or like just not quite. Oh, I should use some magenta for that. Yes, I should. A little magenta, a little bit magenta, a little bit of vermilion. Of course, that's coming out like kind of muddy and brown. I should just definitely have some set aside there. I want like the saturation to be pretty high. Not perfectly high, not too perfect. A little bit there. It's still noticeable. Yep. Yeah, it's a nice chill night tonight. I mean, Sparrow and Pink Smoke over here, and Owl of the Lost Fog hung out for a bit. That was awesome. Some of the coolest peeps were here. So it's nice that you guys have been here. Super nice and chill. It's kind of like all I can handle right now. Just one of those kinds of days. Or nights, or whatever you want to call it. It's technically night, so. We want to go over that a little bit away. It's got to be like nice and pale. Like, so that it still looks like ice. But it has a hue. It carries a nice hue with it. That's very fun. I just kind of want to stain the canvas a little bit with a bit of a hue. You need to kind of like darken that up a bit, actually. Maybe with a little bit of blue. Goodness, it's just not going onto the canvas the way that I want it to. That's disappointing. It's because it's so dry. Oh my gosh, the canvas is all dry again. Oh, that's really nice. Yeah. It's nice to have the company of some really awesome people. But yeah, I'm tuckered out. It's tuckered out. Played rough with Robin lots today. She and I had lots of rough play, and Mama's just totally beat. I'm just so beat. I'm sleepy. Sure. Maybe I should get the dark colors in first. And then go over with the highlights like I do often. Yeah, I don't know how to handle that. Crazy desert, yeah. It just saps all of the moisture out of the air. I kind of want to see what the humidity is right now. I'm already on Maricopa weather. Humidity is 12%, it says, currently. Which is surprising because it's definitely not humid. That's so weird. I don't even know if that's accurate. I don't trust that. It doesn't seem accurate. And it says mostly cloudy, but then it says... What? Oh! It says it's 16%. There's no way that it's 16%. Oh my gosh, the humidity is going to increase? No, while it's clear? And then it's going to become mostly cloudy and then the humidity is going down? I mean, I'm not a weather expert, but I feel like some of this is a little deceived. I don't know, it doesn't really make much sense to me. 12 is like nothing, 16 is like nothing. It was even worse before though, like I was painting the other night and it's going to go back down to 6% here, see, so it's gonna say, it says 6%, right, like for like 5 p.m. tomorrow, and that's kind of how it was, like, that's kind of how it was. I mean, like when I was painting the other night, and it's kind of like it's dry, everything's drying up like it was the other night when it was 6%. Like it's pretty much the same right now. So, I don't know. It don't make no sense. I mean, it feels dry again to the touch, like it feels bone dry the second I put my hand on it. And I've been wetting this thing all night. Got a few more minutes left. I think I'm probably going to just sharpen up some lines, I think, with this brush. I really like this brush a lot. But I can only really sharpen up some lines when everything behaves. It takes a little bit of patience and trying to get it to not be so dry that the canvas just won't work with me. And the paints, of course, on the palette, lots of times don't like to work with me either. So if I can just get this to... Yeah, there we go. Oh, this music. It's funny Earthbound music, I love it. I kind of recently added this to my playlist because it's pretty funny sounding. Mine says 17% here in Florence. Yeah, that sounds like what it says here in Maricopa. I don't know. What's your weather like? Are your skies clear? Today we didn't really see any clouds in the sky. Of course, the weather has been kind of wonky lately now that I think about it because I do remember yesterday, or maybe it was a couple days ago. I can't remember. But I do remember kind of recently it said that it was cloudy outside a few times. And there were like no clouds in the sky. I did not see any. It was like completely clear and it said it was cloudy and I was like, when? Where? Like, it was just not right. It was not right. So quiet, I'm just very concentrated. I'm trying to outline these teeth a little bit. I'm trying to make them a little bit more menacing. Oh my gosh, I look back at my palette and the paint that I was just using is like almost completely dried up. Dude, like 16%? I don't buy it. I would believe it if it said it were 6% because it's exactly the way that it was. Like, everything's super dry again. Like, totally dry. Bone dry. Do you hear that? Like, it's super dry. Once again, everything that I just painted over. Like, totally dry. This has been there. Dried up on my hand the second it touched my hand. Holy moly. Everything's dry. Super dry. It has been wonky. It says 4% cloud cover, and tomorrow it is supposed to be partly cloudy. Yeah, that's crazy. Like, yeah, it's just doesn't seem very accurate right now. I don't know. All of this was super muddied up because I like overwatered it, but like, what? Like, I really, every 5 seconds I have to water it. It gets super watery, and then like I have to like mist it, and then it just, it gets muddy, and then like 2 seconds later it's just dry again, bone dry. Like, my palette is, this stuff is normally really quite watery. Like, this stuff is like still, but it's like really, this is the stuff that like, it's kind of translucent. Like, you can put it over top of stuff, and it's because it has a lot of water in it. But like, the black is like dry mostly, except for like right in the middle. And I've been misting my palette pretty consistently, so it's kind of wonky tonight. Definitely trying to keep that humidity up, but oh my gosh, it doesn't like it. It doesn't like it. Alright then, so it's 12, and I'm probably gonna turn in a little bit early and maybe try to get some salmon cut up for my husband so that when he comes home, maybe he can have a little bite to eat that isn't pizza. We ran out of rice, so we can't have our normal like rice and salmon, but I'll still cut some up and we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Get some nourishment, stuff that'll make us feel not sick to our stomachs. I kind of like the progress that I made tonight. I feel like I made okay progress. It wasn't like crazy or anything, but I feel like I fixed some issues that were there, which is nice. Good night, Summer. He'll appreciate that. I hope so. He works his tail off, so he needs to eat good. I made his delicious jars of tastiness tonight, so that's super exciting. So he'll have many lunches, many lunches. Alright, have a super awesome night. I'll catch you next time. I think that I'm streaming again tomorrow night, but we'll see what happens. Right? Everything's up in the air right now. Have a super good night. Bye. Oh wait, I forgot something. Hold on. I don't think this will really actually do anything. I think I'll just do a regular goodnight, or actually I'm curious to see what my credits rolls look like when there's nothing really to show. So I guess I'm just gonna do that. Alright guys, have a super duper good night.